to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Lattimore, would you take a roll call attendance, please?
Trustee Pelkey. Here. Trustee Bernard.
Here.
Trustee Southwick.
Present.
Trustee Arno.
Present.
Mayor LaBounty.
Here. Nobody from the public has signed up to address the board, so we'll go on to the next item, which is minutes of the April 21st, 2025 regular meetings. All the trustees should have a copy of those minutes in their packets. If there's no questions or changes they wish to make or enter into the record, then I need a motion to pass the printed minutes of April 21st, 2025 regular meeting.
I'll make a motion to pass the minutes as printed.
Second.
All those in favor of accepting the minutes as printed for April 21st, 2025 regular meeting, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. Bills, any additions or deletions, Mr. Treasurer?
None this evening.
Okay, everybody should have a copy of the bills in their packet. If
I make a
there's no question-
motion to pay the bills as printed.
I'll second that. All those in favor of paying the bills as printed, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. Correspondence, Mr. Lattimore.
I have one thing for correspondence. I received a letter from the American Legion Auxiliary. The American Legion Auxiliary Unit 912 of Rouses Point is requesting the Village of Rouses Point to grant us permission to distribute poppies for donations. If permitted, we would like to make these poppies available at various times and locations throughout the village during the period of May through possibly November to capture our patriotic holidays, Memorial Day, Flag Day, 4th of July, and Veterans Day. Therefore, your permission would be greatly appreciated. So if this is something the board would like to grant, I'll need somebody to make a form of a motion to allow the sale of
I make a motion that we allow the Legion Auxiliary to sell poppies on the days mentioned.
Second.
All those in favor of allowing the Legion Auxiliary to sell poppies on the dates that the administrator has mentioned before the board, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. The board has given the American Legion Auxiliary permission to sell their poppies. Anything else, Mr. Lattimore?
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
The only thing I have for myself is I'd like to request an executive session to discuss some legal matters. So I need a motion that we go into executive session at the end of the meeting. If I have a motion for that, please.
And I'll make a motion that we go into executive session to discuss legal matters. Second.
All those in favor of going to executive session at the end of the meeting for legal matters, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. That's all I have. Trustee Arnold, do you have anything?
Yes, on these hometown hero banners that's up on the flag poles, or up on the light poles, well, I brought it to Dennis Roberts' attention, and Shar Sample and Kim Smith, we're gonna take and we're putting a program together instead of, I don't know if we're going, well, we won't call it hometown hero banners like the ones that's on the poles right down, the military ones, but I forgot to bring my poster down. It's going to be for firemen. And, you know, there are a lot of firemen that passed away years and stuff like that, a lot of years in the village and stuff and everything, and I think it's a good idea, and I brought it to the firemen's banquet, and a lot of really thought it was really nice, stuff like that. So we're gonna start up the program in June, and Dennis and I and Kim Smith and Shar Sample are gonna get together, and she's gonna show us how to go about it and stuff like that, and have it done.
So I think it's called for First Responders Day.
First responders? Oh, okay. So I'll put that down and make sure we put that on our banner or whatever. And also, I think it's the county, I think that's putting up a plaque for Jack Rouse. And they wanted to take and put it down by the Sportsman's. It's one of them historical signs and stuff made out of, I think it takes like 7 weeks to get one. And instead of putting it out there down by the sportsman before, so it won't get damaged or whatever, I thought if we put it up here, next to our sign up here, and then people can see it up here and stuff like that, and it won't get damaged, I guess. Because they wanted to put it down here in the ball field and stuff like that. Somebody will run over it or steal it or something, so. I think it'd be a good idea to put it right up here in this little thing in the front underneath our sign.
What about in Rouse Park?
Yeah, we could put it there. Jack Ross turned that over to the village for $2,000 back in 1900. The park, Rouse Park
Yeah.
and stuff like that, so it belongs to the village, yeah.
that's- I
We
think-
could put it there, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was his at one
In
time.
recognition for the property,
Right.
in the name that he donated to the village, that would be probably the best spot for it.
Oh, okay, yeah, sounds good. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor?
Do we need a, motion to put those first responders on the pole?
The board can approve, that the board should probably
I
vote to
think we should
approve.
make it in the form of a motion and then we'll vote on it. I'll make a motion that we, allow, the people involved for the hometown, or the first responders to put, the pictures of the first responders on the pole, as long as they are part of our, organizations up here, whether the fire department or ambulance service.
They have to be village,
Excuse me?
they have to be a village resident.
Yes.
Yes.
So it can't be somebody from outside, the boundaries of the village of Ross's Point.
Yep.
I'll
And we're
second that.
we're gonna keep the veterans on, at least on the main street as many as we can, and some of the side streets and stuff, because, you know, they come first and stuff like that and everything, so we'll go on the side streets or whatever.
I
Because a
think
lot of them,
I think they're both good causes though.
yeah, I think a lot of them are getting damaged and stuff, and they don't wanna take
Yeah.
in, some of the people don't wanna take and renew them and stuff like that, because it costs like $160 to have it renewed. So about every 3-4 years, you know, it's costing people quite a bit of money, so a lot of them.
Allow anyone who is a resident of the village of Ross Point to put the banners up for the first responders. Anything else? Mr.
Thank you. No, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Trustee Menard?
Just a couple of things. Just want to remind everybody, it's spring cleanup this week. So get your brush and everything out by the side of the road, and the guys will come and pick it up and get rid of it for you.
And once again, let's just clarify, that's all done by this Friday, correct?
Friday will be the
Yes.
last day to pick up.
So I want to remind the residents, we're not going to be doing this all summer long. Friday is our deadline for picking this up, because we have a lot of projects to be done in the village. And Friday is the date, the final pickup, that the Public Works people will be picking up the branches and the bags. So please adhere to that date. Anything else?
So are you taking in one stop? Like there's some people that got a lot of brush out and stuff like that. You pick up once and that's it, right?
Well,
They'll probably go around all week.
we're gonna go around until Friday. Anybody who's had them out there, we're gonna pick them up. But we're not gonna do it a week from now, 2 weeks from now, when somebody starts doing more trimming.
Yeah.
That's my only point.
Okay.
We're not gonna be able to spend the time or the manpower to do that.
So Dale made a good point. So what we're gonna do on Friday is we're gonna do trips around the village. And if we're able to cover, let's say from Rose, let's say down to Champlain Street for a second time, and there's no piles there, we're now gonna go back on Monday. If we're unable to get down to the south end and there's piles because there's a lot of big piles, so I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to get them all picked up in a week. But if we don't get to the first pile, it will be picked up the following week. So don't add any more, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Sounds good.
And the only other thing I have is I'd just like to thank Public Works for cleaning the roads, sweeping them up. Looks very good. Thank you, guys. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Pelkey?
I don't have anything tonight.
Okay. Trustee Southwick?
I also don't have anything this evening.
Okay. Without further ado then, I need a motion to go into executive session.
So move.
Second?
All those in favor of going into executive session, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it, we will now go into executive session.
All set?
We're recording there.
Yep.
I need a motion to go back into regular session.
I make a motion to go back in regular session.
Second.
All those in favor of going back into regular session, say aye. All those opposed, say no. We are now back in regular session. After having our executive board meeting, or our executive session, we have taken no action at this point. So I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I make a motion we adjourn.
Second?
All those in favor of adjourning this meeting, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.